In the murky waters of Taal Lake, something horrifying is buried beneath the surface. 34 men, their lives cruelly taken, their bodies dumped into the depths of this beautiful yet now cursed lake. But what led to this shocking massacre? Was it the work of ruthless killers, or is there something far darker at play? In this documentary, we dive deep into the Taal Lake murders, examining the investigation, the theories, and the growing questions surrounding the deaths. It's a mystery that has haunted the Philippines for years, a disappearance that seemed like a puzzle no one could solve. But what if the answers were already hiding in the deep, dark waters of Taal Lake? What if the truth was buried, waiting to be uncovered? Taal Lake, located in Batangas province, is known for its breathtaking beauty. Its tranquil waters are home to fishing communities, tourists, and lush greenery. Between 2021 and 2022, 34 men vanished from across Luzon without a trace. No ransom calls, no demands, no signs of struggle, just gone. Who were these men? Why did they disappear? But in 2025, in a series of troubling events, these men were found dead in the lake, many showing signs of torture and execution. They were cockfighting enthusiasts known locally as sabanjeros. A world where betting is high and loyalty comes at a cost. These men were not just victims, they were part of a larger, more disturbing story. The bodies were discovered after a local fisherman stumbled upon a gruesome sight, human remains floating near the shore. The authorities, after investigating, found disturbing signs, injuries consistent with torture and execution-style killings. But who were these men, and why were they murdered? The truth, it seems, lies within the shadows of a growing underground crime. A crime that, until recently, few had paid attention to: illegal isabong, or online cockfighting. Isabong is an online version of traditional cockfighting, a sport long embedded in Filipino culture. But in recent years, its online form has spiraled out of control. As the government attempts to regulate and restrict it, illegal cockfighting rings have flourished, attracting dangerous individuals and vast amounts of money. And this is where our story takes a dark turn. Many of the victims found in Taal Lake were reportedly involved in illegal isabong activities. Some were operators, others participants in the deadly matches. Authorities suspect that these men were executed for their involvement in underground gambling rings where huge amounts of money are made and loyalty is valued above all else. But who were the killers? The question still remains. Were these murders the work of a criminal syndicate, or was it something more? Authorities have been tight-lipped about their findings, but the links to organized crime are clear. And as we look closer, the fear begins to spread. If a crime like this can happen in such a public space, how many more are being committed behind closed doors? In June 2025, a chilling revelation surfaced. A suspect known only as Taal claimed to have the answers. He said the missing men weren't just lost, they were murdered, their bodies dumped in Taal Lake, a watery grave for their secrets. Was he telling the truth? And it doesn't end there. Taal believes there are more victims hidden beneath the waters, more than 100 bodies. But who's behind these gruesome killings? Could there be powerful figures in the isabong industry pulling the strings? As the bodies were recovered, the Philippine National Police launched a full-scale investigation. But despite the resources put into the case, there has been little concrete progress. What they do know is that the victims had ties to the illegal gambling syndicates, and this is where the trail grows cold. The question remains, will the authorities get to the bottom of this gruesome crime, or will the dark world of isabong remain hidden behind a veil of silence? And while the authorities have made some arrests, many believe the real masterminds behind these murders are still free, watching as the investigation continues to stall. Some experts believe it's not just about the killings, it's about a larger systemic issue. The rise of isabong has attracted organized crime, corrupt officials, and a desperate fight for control over the most lucrative illicit market in the Philippines. The Taal Lake murders remain a chilling reminder of the darker side of the Philippines. A side where gambling, greed, and violence collide, and where lives can be lost in the pursuit of money and power. The investigation into these murders continues, but many are left wondering, how many more will be lost in the shadows before the truth comes to light? In the coming weeks, we'll continue to follow the developments of this disturbing case. But as we wait for answers, one thing remains clear: the fight for justice is far from over. Thank you for watching. If you want to stay updated on the Taal Lake murders and other true crime stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Join us as we uncover the mysteries hidden in the dark corners of the world.